In every corner of the world, there are people who see beyond themselves. People who believe that love for humanity can move mountains and generosity can shape a generation. This belief that giving is an act of power, not pity, is what gave birth to philanthropy today. We begin with MasterCard Foundation, one of the world's largest private foundations, born from a single decision to turn profit into purpose. Since its founding in 2006 in Toronto, Canada, the foundation has set its focus clear to enable young people in Africa and indigenous communities in Canada access dignified and fulfilling work. Across the continent, from Lagos to Kigali, Nairobi to Accra, MasterCard Foundation programs have touched lives, opened doors, and built bridges for opportunities. Its Scholars Program has offered comprehensive education to over 50,000 young Africans, many from rural communities, even many young women who otherwise might never have seen the inside of a university. Through its Young Africa Work strategy, more than 15 million young Africans have found work or built enterprises that feed families and communities.
I also think that young people do not have the opportunities or maybe do not know about the opportunities. So there's a need for us to even amplify more and more the opportunities that we have existing in organizations.
Companies want people, even if you're fresh out of school, but they want a level of experience, a level of exposure to what you're going to be doing. And I do believe a lot of companies now are looking for certain skills that are not present with graduates.
We should employ more based on our attitude towards work, willingness to learn as opposed to experience, because we found also a number of experienced people are not eager to learn because they feel they already know. But then you'll find that these young people who have just come out of school, they're hungry for work.
I saw the internship program as an opportunity to grow and also as an opportunity to work with a stable organization and to face or to embrace new challenges.
I have a background in engineering, but I found myself interested in financial world, in project management. So when I saw this opportunity, I wanted to apply for that and to have real world experience.
The graduate internship program, I would say, has been a very hands-on experience. Being involved in projects which are in different phases, from inception, others in the construction stage, and others in the close-up stage. I would say it has been a wide range of experience.
So in my mind, when I heard that the MasterCard Foundation is giving us interns, I thought it was the typical interns where they come and learn and have to be handheld. But the reverse was true. It was a good opportunity for us to get competent resources, highly educated young men and women who would be able to meet our resourcing needs.
The pool of talents we had to draw interns from were really quite good. Very quality set of people, very agile, very creative. Things come up, difficulty arises. She's on her feet, trying to get things done. She takes initiatives very quickly. That you could easily pull her into diverse things, and she was ready to support where necessary.
Through its Young Africa Work strategy, more than 15 million young Africans have found work or built enterprises that feed families and communities. These aren't just statistics. These are stories of young people who have found confidence, purpose, and a chance to dream again.
It's been an experience, and I'm continuing to struggle so that I can definitely make a change when I get into my community.
I remember when I was young, I used to try to dress up as a boy so I can go and play soccer with the other boys, because I always wanted to play soccer, or I wanted to learn what the other boys are learning at school, so I usually dress up like a boy.
So we didn't have a library, so for me to study, the only choice I had to make was to study under a tree in somewhere in the village, like in the forest, and to study hard and to be able to do well. And eventually I did well. I was the only student from that primary school to be selected to a national secondary school.
My education journey has been quite interesting. Well, I would say it's been one that's been filled with kindness. My mom had to do it on her own, take me through school, and my siblings. So every time there was somebody that we encountered somewhere who showed us a great amount of kindness that helped us get through. So it's been rocky, yes, but every time something came up that helped me get through and get to where I am right now.
There is Naomi Yana, an inspiring figure in her community, who is changing perceptions about poultry farming. University graduates, affectionately known as Mama Wakuku, Naomi is leading a quiet revolution by producing improved Kenyeji chicks for both host and refugee farmers. Through her work, she is not only improving livelihoods but also empowering others, especially women, to see poultry farming as a path to self-reliance and dignity.
Then I came back to Turkana University here in Turkana and did my Bachelor's of Science in Environmental Health. I got interested and I had passion in poultry farming because I wanted to do something at the comfort of my home. My journey in poultry wasn't a soft one. The painful part in my poultry journey is when I purchased 500 chicks and I lost all the chicks. That didn't make me lose hope. There's an agrovet friend of mine who gave me the knowledge and walked the journey with me. So in 2023 is when James Lemuya, who is an FSC that referred me, and after the assessment, I became a farmer service center. Okay, in the morning, the first thing I start is checking on my incubators. We have a capacity of 9,000. This is the 1,500 egg incubator supported by World Food Program and MasterCard Foundation. This is also a 1,500 capacity supported by World Food and MasterCard Foundation, and also a 1,500 capacity supported by MasterCard Foundation and World Food Program. And last year, I started doing contracts on poultry, that is chicks. My first contract was in a local NGO. I supplied 300 chicken, 1 month old. I got a total cost of 162,400. Then another contract I got from World Vision International. I supplied 1,500 chicks, 1 month old, and an additional of 60 bags of chick mash. And I got a total cost of 1.3 to 1.4 million.
There's also Joseph Lokudu, a refugee from South Sudan, whose journey reflects resilience and transformation. After receiving training in poultry management and other essential agribusiness skills, Joseph has gone on to mentor more than 370 farmers. Together, Naomi and Joseph represent a new generation of change makers redefining what empowerment looks like in displacement and host communities.
I came with the 2 children of mine plus my wife. When I arrive here, I see the area different. So the area is so desert and there is no water. You even can take like 3 days without taking bath. The little I come with from South Sudan, if it have got finished, where will I get money for buying water or just to add the food, the one I'm getting for my children? So I decided, let me do the poultry farming so that it can assist me. When I sold some chicks, I can able to buy water and I also can able to buy feed. When I started poultry farming, I started with the local Kenyeji. I bought 2 of them. So when I just keep them at around 5 months, I reached around 60 chickens. Some I'm selling, but later on, I realized that there is a challenges because they start dying. So later on, someone called me that and told me that there is a poultry training with the Swiss contact. So when we complete the training, from there, the teacher who teach me about the poultry, he start connecting me with the people. The other day, I'm just staying at home. I saw people coming just and asking, is this one the family for Lokudu? And I said, yes. So they said, okay, they have been sent by Turkana County government under WFP. And they asked me, will you able to pass the knowledge out to the young farmers? And I told them, I will. I was told that you have qualified for the interview, so you need to go for Lokisoki to have a training. When I traveled to Lokisoki, I found that there is a system called FSC, Farmer Serving Center. So they said, okay, you have qualified to serve the farmers. we have been given training to train another farmers.
In April 2025, the foundation partnered with the UNHCR, committing $300 million to support 500,000 displaced youth in Sudan and the Democratic Republic of Congo.
The stories that I've heard today of what happened in El Fasher just 2 years ago and those families that fled the circumstances at that time has resurrected a trauma that we can only imagine, the harrowing experiences that people are fleeing from El Fasher today. It's a city that had been under siege for 500 days. These are people in desperate need, and there are also people that are arriving to Chad that need everything from a safe place to be, to shelter, to clean water, to an ability to be able to restart their lives.
Through the Africa Growth Fund, it has also invested $150 million in local enterprises across 12 countries, creating jobs and strengthening local economies. And by 2030, the MasterCard Foundation aims to enable 30 million young Africans to access dignified work. Work that gives life meaning, work that sustains families, and work that drives innovation.
The GLI retreat is always an eye-opener. It's quite interesting to watch the transformation that comes over them.
I feel that there is more connection that we can do at processing them. I want to introduce you to what we call advanced practices.
And they start to realize the role of power dynamics. They start to realize how they are already doing things that shift power dynamics that they didn't realize.